All right, good afternoon and happy Sunday to us all, the 4th of August 2024. Today is the lead day in the week and it's going to be well with you. It's going to be well with you and your family. I've received the commandment to bless and I have blessed and nobody can do anything about it. You're blessed. Your family is blessed. Your handwork is blessed. Your expectation is blessed. And I decree over your life that which you expect this week, it shall fall on your laps effortlessly. You wouldn't have to struggle for everything before you get it. And that is where the position of favor comes in. You are in the miraculous week. It shall be your week of miracle. It shall be your week of favor. A little effort and massive result. That is your portion this week. All right, and having said that, you're welcome to our Princess channel, the channel with legitimacy and all information you desire to hear about cryptocurrencies and grand matters. All right, I think the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has dropped some reports. He gave his speech just a couple days ago and concerning the spate of event within the country, and that was today. Yes, it's not today, it's even today, not some days ago. He made his speech today, and part of what he said, I can't say everything, it's too lengthy, over 38 points that were recorded, but I'm just going to read like 6 or 8 points, and then we're going to also speak about UAAG concerning this matter. All right, so I want you to pay rapt attention. Yes, concerning what is going on within the country as at this moment. The president has come out to say he is speaking with a heavy heart and a sense of responsibility, and that is aware of the turmoil and the violent protest unleashed in some of our states. And notably among protesters were young Nigerians who desired a better and more progressive country where dreams, hopes, and personal aspirations would be fulfilled. Of course, that's the agitations of the youth. And you see, a lot, now let me just chip this one in a little. You know, some individuals they took advantage of this scene to climb some, what they call it now, to climb the road, this road signals, road signs, you know, climb it and start destroying them. Some had actually leashed a mayhem on tractors, heavy equipment. They burn them, you know, just because people are angry. It appears that the presidency and the government is giving just, you know, an insensitive part to the plight of the people, and a very hungry body or hungry heart or hungry man or hungry lifestyle is an angry man. Now, to what extent does the government want to replace all of these things that were damaged because of hunger? You imagine a loaf of bread that we used to buy 500 is approximately 2,000, and when you squeeze the bread, you could actually, there's nothing there. The size of bread is not in what it appears to be. It is in the squeezing. When you squeeze it, you really know what it was. And bread that will buy 100 or 200 now, you will hear of 600, 700, 800. Now, tell me, where do they want the masses to breathe? Where should they go? People who had job, they are crying and lamenting. People who are jobless, what should they do? And within the same country, they call the giant of Africa. Where is the giant there? So the government actually turned a deaf ears and a blind eye to the plight and the suffering of the masses. Yes, I am not in support of a bloody or an unguarded protest. No, protest is just like a query. They give somebody a query in an organization. It's not to victimize you. It's not a vindictiveness. Let me put that word there. It's not to haunt you. Query is not to incriminate you in any issue. Query is even a way for you to explain yourself. What it actually means is that explain what really happened. So those who were well schooled those who really understand what it is, they answer query to explain. In fact, it's a privilege to have a fair hearing from you. That is exactly how protest is supposed to be. Protest is a way of making the government to understand that the people are angry with something and they needed to express their mind, but in a civil manner, not in a destructive manner. One of the ways that government needs to hear the voice of the people is because they are not in the Aso Rock. They are not there where they are eating their national cakes. They are just mean men. You know, they go to the common market. Government don't patronize it. They go to the filling station right just beside the road. Government don't patronize that. They have filling station right in the Aso Rock there that fuels their car. So they don't care about what, they don't even know. You know, so but they watch TV. They have aides that gives them information. Some of them are wrongly informed about the plight of the people because of greed and selfishness. You know, so they don't care to know. They just tell them, don't worry, the people are fine. Everywhere is okay. In fact, corn is being sold for 50 naira now. So everybody's enjoying. You know, they give them fake information and play with the passion of the people. They play with the pain of the people. So the government don't care to know what actually is happening to the masses. You understand? So, but some youths have hijacked the process. Some died in the process. You know, and just because some couldn't curtail their urge, some couldn't curtail the way they feel, you know, and it finally, the amount that is going to be used to repair some of the damaged things could have as well been channeled into the country and used in a constructive way, used in a better way. But now they have to use it to also replace. Now the already hungry masses now have to go hungry again. All right, let's continue. I just going to read a little concerning this and I'll hang it there. All right. I am especially pained by the loss of lives in Borno, in Jigawa, in Kano, in Kaduna, and other states. The destruction of public facilities in some states and the wanton looting of supermarkets and shops, contrary to the promise of protest organizers that the protest will be peaceful across the country. The destruction of properties sets us back as a nation, as scarce resources will be again used to restore them. Did you see that? I wasn't even seeing this before. The resources that is not enough, the government is crying is not enough. Now they have to use it again to replace all of these expensive devices that were damaged. I commiserate with the families and relations of those who have died in the protest. We must stop further bloodshed, violence, and destruction. As president of this country, I must ensure public order in line with my constitutional oath to protect the lives and properties of every citizen. Our government will not stand idly by and allow a few with a clear political agenda to tear this nation apart. Under the circumstances, I hereby enjoin protesters and the organizers to suspend any further protests and create room for dialogue, which I have always acceded to at the slightest opportunity. Nigeria requires all hands on deck and needs us all, regardless of age, party, tribe, religion, or other divides, to work together in reshaping our destiny as a nation. To those who have taken undue advantage of this situation to threaten any section of this country, be warned. The law will catch up with you. There is no place for ethnic bigotry or such threats in the Nigeria that we seek to build. All right, I can't take everything. I will just stop. If you care to listen to the president's speech, you can just read up from some of the news outlets and you get the breakdown of everything. But to say, if you read all of this submission by the president of this country, you will understand that there was no mentioning of the grant, no mentioning of UAAG by the federal or the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, you don't expect that he should be talking, Tinubu should be talking about UAAG grant in his speech. It's not possible. The reason is because UAAG stroke or / UAS funds does not emanate or source from Nigeria. or from the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He doesn't even come from the federal government. Secondly, it is purely the responsibility of the NGOs, non-governmental organizations, to handle such grants, as it is by providence that this very UAAG or UAS finds its way to the hands of the Federal Republic of Nigeria due to what we know. Yes, it was pushed to Federal Republic of Nigeria, but it did not originate from Nigerian government. You understand? So for us to have peace in our minds, we should not be deterred for not hearing the president mentioning anything that concerns the grant in his presidential address. No. He only stepped in as a father and a leader to maintain decorum and for peace to reign supreme in his country, where he is the #1 chief security officer, as the case may be. Please know this and do have peace. You're not expecting the country president to talk about UAAG. No, it's not part of the speech. This is just to bring peace. The speech is about to bring peace and to foster progress in Nigerian economy. But UAAG has been extended to the government to be able to also have some level of relief for the masses coming through the government. I pray that the government will do the needful and not also hijack the process. The government, they are poking eyes and poking nose in everywhere and anywhere they can find money to scoop and siphon, whether from the poor masses or from everyone. So I pray that UAAG fund would never be hijacked by the government. And I make a decree and I pray a prayer that whoever would be interested in you not smiling after all, after your years of pain, that person will go in for the trouble. The Bible says that it is a righteous thing for the Lord to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. In other words, everyone that goes against your peace, where you ought to have peace, where you ought to smile, and somebody is putting his foot, some have removed slippers and shoes, some have gone naked just because of what is not theirs. And they said, you are not going to have the peace. But the Bible says it will be a righteous affair for God to recompense tribulation for them that trouble you. Watch it and mark it. All I know is that you will smile. All I know is that the fund that is expected to come for you, anyone that eat it, they will have running stomach. They won't have peace on it. I pray the government will not hijack the UAAG fund. And it is on this wise we are going to drop our button. Keep your faith alive. Keep your hope alive. Don't ever allow anyone to deter you from doing what is right. Let your expectation be sound. And if you know what time to pray, keep on praying. For those who are Christians amongst us, ensure that you keep faith alive. Muslims, keep faith alive. Ensure that you don't join the bandwagon of negative preachers. Just stand firm on the positive realities that it's going to end in praise. And I see you that you are smiling shortly. It is your turn to celebrate. And we are dropping it here right on the Princess channel. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, this is the time to do so. Don't wait till tomorrow. We bring you information from the comfort of our homes and also our offices, just to make you to be abreasted with what is going on. Thank you so much for standing by us. Thank you for subscribing to our channel, liking our video and sharing it to some other persons. We value you. We value you. And on this wise, we say, God bless you.